WKU head coach Travis Hudson, student athletes Sophia Serino, Katie Eisenbarger, and Lauren Matthews. WKU advances to face Louisville at 7 p.m. Friday in the second round of the NCAA tournament at Diddle Arena. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Hudson, and then we'll go into questions for the student athletes so that they can be excused. Coach?
Okay, two comments. First of all, how about Kennesaw State? What a gutty, tough, well-coached team. I knew that's what we were getting. That's who they are when you watch them, and they competed all night, and I knew what we were in for, and so first, just unbelievable respect and credit to them and their program, and then secondly, and then we'll get on with this, to all the people in Hilltopper Nation who came out tonight. I've dreamt of what I saw out there. For 25 years, I've dreamt of what I saw out there. And there's no way I will ever be able to show my gratitude to the Bowling Green community for letting this guy who's been here for 25 years walk out of that tunnel into that. And so for that, I will forever be grateful. So with that, we'll take questions.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for the student athletes? Raise your hand if you have a question. We'll bring you a wireless mic.
For each of the players, your thoughts on that atmosphere?
I'll start. I am still in shock. I mean, walking out and seeing that, I think we all just stood out there and took a second, had to look around and be like, wow, this is pretty cool to be able to play in this environment and play in front of Hilltopper Nation. Thank you to everybody that came out. It means the world to us, and the support that this community has given us has been amazing. And I can't ask for anything better for the NCAA tournament. We put out a challenge for people to come out, and they accepted it and blew us away. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback exactly what Sophia said, I'm just so grateful that everyone came out. And I mean, my personal feelings, just looking around, it was like a dream. I remember when Hallie and I were standing next to each other right as I went out, and Hallie was like, will you pinch me, because this doesn't even feel real. It was just amazing atmosphere, and there's nothing like it.
And to piggyback off of what they said, I've never played in an atmosphere like that, and so you guys, or the Bowling Green community, basically, when we were struggling, fueled us with energy because we needed that. So we really hope you guys come out tomorrow, and thank you guys.
Lauren, what made this sweep as tough as it was?
They were really tough. They were scrappy. They were flying around, getting everything. We were like, dang. So, yeah, they're a really good team.
For Katie or Sophia, is that just a different style that you're playing, or is it like what she said, it's just a scrappy and the toughness that they've shown that's kind of unlike any of the other teams that you guys have faced?
Right, they're not a team that's gonna roll over. They keep playing through it. That's what we pride ourselves on, and how we want to be as a team. We want to be a team that's tough to play against, and that we won't ever roll over. And it's really hard to play against. So that's exactly how they were tonight, I think.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, a lot of credit to Kennesaw. They came out tough. They came out swinging, and they were scrappy as hell. I mean, I don't know, scrappy as heck. Sorry, I don't know that I can say that. But I mean, as a hitter, that can be really frustrating. But I'm really proud of our team's effort, and that we just kept playing through it.
Any questions, Tyler?
For any of you guys, just playing Louisville again for the second time this year, one loss this season, is there different motivations heading into this game tomorrow night, or just how do you guys approach that so far?
Most definitely. This is our redemption game, so we're coming in all 10 toes down.
You didn't even hear that before.
Any other questions for the student athlete? Elliot.
I'm not sure if you guys heard what was said by a Louisville player yesterday that said they would like it for Louisville to be the only team to give you guys 2 losses. I know that was put out there, but if you had a reaction to that,
We're aware of the comments, I would say, and I'd say just keep saying stuff like that because we want to come out and we want to prove that we're not going to let it happen again.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Anything else for the student athletes? All right, thank you all, ladies.
Thanks.
You're excused. Questions for Coach Hudson? Elliot.
Coach, just can you speak more on this match tonight that was so tough? They mentioned just being scrappy and tough, but this looked like probably one of the hardest sweeps that you've had to earn.
Yeah, it was. The box score is really misleading. You know, seeing that we hit 357, they hit 206 because, man, everything was just hard. We just couldn't separate. We would get a 3-4 point lead, and they'd be back in it every single time. And it's just, you know, if you know Keith Schunzel, their coach, you know, I mean, that's the kind of competitor he is, and his team reflects that. And you know, they were playing like a team that thought they belonged and wanted to advance in this thing, and that's exactly who I thought they were all along. And they're a champion. They're a conference champion, and they're a program that wins at the highest level. And so it came hard tonight. You know, I thought they played fantastically well. I thought we played kind of tight, to be honest. You know, I thought we were tight. You know, we stayed composed, but we just never loosened up and just played free. And so it just felt like we were walking uphill the whole night. And so I'm really proud of our kids for keeping their composure and finding a way.
Are there any similarities in the 5-set wins that you had against Rice where those were the ones where you were really pushed, and then this one, even though it was a sweep, you were pushed more than you?
Yeah, well, it served us well. I think the two matchups with Rice at the end of the regular season and in the conference tournament served us well because they were similar type sets where it was you make a play, I make a play, you know, up a little bit, down a little bit. You know, we saw a little bit of everything there. But again, if you're a team that's 32-1, you're a team that's been in those situations and stayed composed. And, you know, I felt like we stayed composed. We never loosened up. I thought we played tight all night long, but we stayed composed. We are a team that usually thrives on first contact, the serving and passing game, and we got killed tonight in the serving and passing game. And, you know, and I think that was just a reflection of being tight because, you know, that first contact comes when? It comes right after a dead ball situation where you got time to think. And, you know, once we got into flows of plays, I thought we did good things. But, you know, it was just, it was one that we had to go earn tonight for sure.
Drake, you have a question?
Coach, it seemed like a lot of players really stepped up tonight, but Katie Eisenbarger really had a great night. What do you think allowed her to have the performance that she had?
Well, you know, I joked with them in the locker room that most of our players picked one or the other. They were either going to defend at a high level or play really good offense. And, you know, Katie wasn't much of an offensive factor, but had 8 blocks. And, I mean, some critical ones at really important times in the match. And, you know, Katie had a great conference tournament for us. And she's a competitive kid. This year's been a struggle for her at times, but she'll always go out and compete for you, and she's a great athlete. And, you know, those blocks, I think, were probably she and Sophia blocked some balls that really changed that third set and allowed us to escape.
And now you're going to be meeting up with Louisville yet again. I mean, what do you kind of do to calm your team down a little bit, because you know they probably are going to be pretty hyped up to meet them again?
Well, you know, I think we'll be better tomorrow. I think we'll relax a little bit now. You know, I think this was a pretty overwhelming day in a lot of ways. And so I think we'll kind of take a deep breath and exhale and be a better team tomorrow. And we're going to need to be a better team. Look, I'm not too caught up in the, you know, they said this and we think they're a really good team. They're a really well-coached team. And they've already proven that they can beat us. And so they should have every belief that they can come in here and beat us again. And, you know, you've got two sides of the net that are filled with competitors, and that's what it should be when you're fighting for a chance to go to the Sweet 16. But there's nothing but respect, you know, in our office and in our locker room for the program at the University of Louisville. It's my hometown. It's where I'm from. This is an amazing stage for volleyball in the state of Kentucky. It's an opportunity for one of us to advance out of here and move on to the Sweet 16, and you know, it's going to be another phenomenal environment in Diddle Arena, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Coach, you touched on the crowd, but there was a moment after the game, right before you went around and you waved, where you spent maybe 5-6 seconds just kind of taking it all in. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I talked about our players needing to stay composed, but I found that early in the match, to be honest, I was struggling. I was struggling during warm-ups and during starting lineups, and I told our players before the match ever started tonight, the outcome really didn't matter to me. I'm telling you, if I never win another championship, if I never have another ring or hoist another trophy, or I will have won beyond my wildest dreams as a head coach. And the only thing that was left on my bucket list was to know what it would be like to walk out in Diddle Arena and feel that. And our players gave me that by what they did this year, and our fans gave me that by showing up tonight. And I don't need, look, going to the Sweet 16 would be great. We're going to fight our tail off to get there. Okay, it would be an amazing accomplishment, but I don't need it. I don't need that. I don't need somebody. I don't need any of that. That's kind of the one wish that I guess I've always had, is to know what that would feel like for a volleyball match. And beyond that, I'm just praying they had 2020 season ticket brochures at every exit on the way out, because we'd love to see a bunch of them back next season.
Anything else for Coach Hudson? All right, thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.